Okay, good afternoon. We are here today having an interview with His Excellency the Ambassador Drazen Hrastic from Croatia. And I would like to start with the first question. It's what role does cultural diplomacy have in promoting the accession of a country to the EU?
The cultural diplomacy is an indispensable part of accession process of every country. It has not been always recognized, but it is extremely important that a new EU member state is recognized by other member states in all its specificities: culture, history, tradition, religion. In that context, the European Union is bringing information on the EU and EU member states to the country that aspire to access, and this country is working very hard in Brussels and all the member states to make itself known with, in Croatia case, it was Croatian history, Croatian natural beauties, various Croatian regions with very different cultural habits, etc.
And do you think that in the case of Turkey, cultural diplomacy has or could have played a role regarding EU integration?
Yes, I think that cultural diplomacy is extremely important also in the Turkish case. And I would say even more important because in the EU area, I think there is still no enough knowledge about Turkey. And of course, Turkey is European, Turkey is Mediterranean, Turkey is Middle East country with extremely rich history and culture, one of the richest in the world. And I think if it's brought even more extensively to our EU friends, it can be very beneficial for Turkey.
Thank you. Regarding the Croatian integration process, one of the main problems was the dispute with Slovenia regarding border issues. So my question is, how could cultural diplomacy be used as a tool to solve such disputes?
Of course, Croatia had a dispute with Slovenia, but I would not say it was one of the major disputes. We had a number of problems that were related to reforms in many areas, like judiciary, like competition, and many other areas. Of course, dispute with Slovenia was very serious one, and we were blocked for some time in our EU accession process. But Slovenia and Croatia are extremely close countries historically. We shared our history in the same country for centuries. We share cultural traditions, religions, many habits, and more than half of our Slovenian friends are every year spending their summertime in Croatia. What is needed that our common traditions is used simply to bring people together. And of course, I see huge potential for various common projects that we can then, through common projects of cultural diplomacy, explain in other parts of Europe and the world our culture, history, and common values.
One small following question. In consequence to Serbia's accession to the candidate position for the EU, do you think that Croatia could use the same strategy as Slovenia did in order to resolve frozen conflicts?
First, Croatia doesn't have any conflict with Serbia. We have some unresolved issues, but overall cooperation and relations between two countries are very good. And all Croatian political actors, including prime minister, including president, including prime ministers, opposition leaders, etc., were clear in stating that Croatia will not block any Balkan, any Southeastern European countries in its efforts to become the EU member. In contrary, Croatia thinks that peace and durable peace and stability in the Balkans can be achieved only through the EU and NATO membership of those countries who would like to join.
Thank you. Another question.
When Croatia applied for membership to the European Union, the situation in the whole Union looked quite different than today. Do you think that it's still a good time for Croatia to join the EU next year?
We think that it would be much better if we joined the European Union much earlier. But as I said earlier today, we deeply believe that Europe and European Union will overcome current difficulties, very serious difficulties, and Europe and European Union will be stronger and more united than ever. Of course, it will take some time, but we would like to contribute to the process of recovery as a member.
Alright. Another question from me. In your opinion, in what way can cultural diplomacy promote bilateral relations between neighboring countries?
Of course, this is very complex question because we can think about neighboring countries of Croatia or various other areas. As far as the neighboring countries of Croatia, as I said, for Slovenia, this is also valid for all other neighboring countries. And I think, especially for younger generation, that is not always extremely focused on various cultural specificities of other ethnic group or the nation, we need it. And there are a number of projects, particularly initiated by Croatia, that we exchange various folklore groups, tradition groups, which has extremely positive feedback and even encourages similar efforts in other countries.
How would you define the relationship between Croatia and Turkey? How would cultural diplomacy improve the existing connections between these two countries?
Croatia and Turkey have excellent relations, excellent political relations, not as good economic cooperation because simply we did not have enough time to explore our possibilities of economic cooperation. And as far as cultural cooperation is concerned, there are a number of projects between two countries. Most famous Turkish writers have been translated into Croatian language. I think the 10th book of Orphan Family will be translated soon, and there are many other projects in areas of theater, filmmaking, cultural exchange, musician exchange, festivals exchange, and actually this has brought our countries even closer. And if I may add, Turkish soap operas have become very popular in Croatia, and this is one of the elements that is very important. I don't want to discuss any kind of the cultural value, but simply to be exposed to various aspects of life of other people, other nations, other countries is extremely beneficial. And I think that in this field, cultural diplomacy is extremely important, and I personally deeply believe that cultural diplomacy can prevent many difficulties between countries and nations if is successfully used as a tool.
Thank you very much, Excellency, for sharing your time with us. We are really happy to have you here today, and also we hope to see you in future ICD events.
Thank you very much. It was my pleasure and honor to join you today, and I'm looking forward to future cooperation.